This week, we're going to be taking a look at the Ghost crew from Star Wars Rebels. Yes, all 7 figures from the Rebels line, because there is only 7. Technically, there should be 8. Actually, there is 8. 2 of them are Chopper, so I'm not counting the original release. But there technically is a 9th one, which was the Season 3 variation of Ezra, but that's in the Ahsoka line for some reason. And this Chopper here was not in the Ahsoka line, despite being released alongside mostly Ahsoka figures. It's a weird thing to explain, but there's 7 main releases at this point for it. These are a variety of figures. The only one that I have that's a red and black box release is Kanan, as you might be able to tell by his messed up face, but my Ahsoka also has a messed up face. But we'll get to that. We're going to take a look at these guys, and let's just get into the review. And up next for Week of Rebellion, we have Hera syndulla in the purple box. Yes, purple box. They're all purple boxes except Kanan. Number 5, words stuff. Can't really see it. Oh, well. This is Hera syndulla, the pilot of the Ghost, and that's her prominent thing, the kind of motherly figure of the group, and Kanan's Bootang. And that is essentially Hera. She is, in the Ahsoka series, a general in the New Republic, so that's really good. And again, quite the pilot. Very good pilot. As far as everything goes with Hera here, she's kind of the figure, honestly. She's fine, but she's just kind of boring. I hate to say that, but she just is, because this is a character who doesn't fight very often. And when she does fight, it is involving ships. She is primarily a pilot, so it's kind of a, like, she has a gun and everything, but she doesn't really fight ground troops often. She's the pilot. Her design is pretty solid, though. Looking at the arm, she has some shoulder pads, and then some sleeves, and then some nice gloves. The torso has that nice brown vest up top, and then goes down to the orange pants, which I'm just going to continue going down with, because, yeah, they're coveralls. Why not? She has these little rubbery loops here, which are part of her design, of course. Her head looks pretty good, actually. I like the face, nothing too crazy. Does not look like Mary Elizabeth Winstead, unfortunately. But that's obviously, again, this is a red and black box release way before the Ahsoka series existed, so it doesn't really look like anybody. She does have the Leku back here, which looks pretty good. Nice paint, very good, but similar to Ahsoka, restricts articulation. Not as badly, but it's going to restrict certain movement, which is a shame. She has one accessory, and it is the most losable gun of all time. Look at this thing. It is a pea shooter. And as far as it goes, it's painted well, weirdly enough. Like, they gave it 3 colors of paint. Black, silver, and gold. Why? I don't know. I really don't. But it's the only thing you get with her is this little tiny little pistol. It's a very tiny little thing. She, of course, can use it. This thing is in Battlefront 2. I do remember this thing. And it stores down on her right foot. That small of a gun. It fits on her ankle. Yeah, that's pretty alright, but that's kind of a shame. And unfortunately, another thing that's kind of a complaint from me is the goggles don't fold down. I don't know why they didn't make the goggles fold down. It seemed like a gimme, honestly. Like, to just make these peg on and fold them down. Like, that seems like a gimme. It really does. Like, why didn't they do that? Just a little odd. But there's not really much to talk about with Hera, other than, of course, who she is, which we already did. Her accessory, which is a literal tiny gun, and her design, which, honestly, like I said, it's good. It's a pilot, basically. In my opinion, one of the least interesting designs. I know, she's a Twi'lek. I like her color scheme and everything, like the earthy tones, but I feel like her design's just a bit more bland. I like her Ahsoka design with the jacket, though. That one does look good. Gives a little bit more going on. As far as it goes, let's get into that articulation here, which is pretty solid, I guess. Rotation at the head. Similar to Sabine, she has the hinged neck, forward and back, outward, elbow joint, swivel. Same with the wrists as always, left up and down, right in and out. Torso, real restrictive. It rotates, but it's real restricted because of this little part here. It's not rubbery. It is, but it's not rubbery enough to do things. Forward and back, outward, knee joint is actually really good. She has a really good knee. Hers actually functions. Tilt, up and down. Of course, there's a thigh swivel. So, pretty basic overall for Hera. I mean, she's good, but there's just not a lot to talk about with her. Like, I like Hera as a character. One of the better Rebels characters, in my opinion. Not really a lot wrong with her. I think she's cool. Again, she's the pilot character. There's just not a lot you can do with Hera. If there was a Black Series-sized Ghost, that would be awesome, but they don't make Black Series vehicles unless it's a HasLab. Did that thing fail? I don't remember if that sail barge failed. But this is meh, you know? Like, she's good. You need her for your Ghost crew, obviously. You're gonna need her. She's an important character. But I just don't think she's the best of the bunch, because there's just not much to do with her. It's kind of her thing. She doesn't come with any accessories other than that little gun. They could have put in a Maileron fruit. That would have been cool. How to put that in there, you know, maybe some tools, I don't know. They could have gave her some more to do, but she just doesn't come with anything, and that kind of affects her. Because all of the things she does, like I said, not really much of a fighter on the ground. She's a pilot. So her posing is not super limited, but there's only so much you can do as far as that goes. She's just going to be in more casual poses. And that's really it. This review is shorter than Chopper's, I'm pretty sure, which is craziness. But that's just because there's not a lot to talk about with Hera, other than cool character, good figure, but just missing something. The special sauce is missing. And that is it for this review. This has been a review of the Star Wars Rebels Hera syndulla. It's been Delete signing out.